20 plants that heal better than medicines. Have you ever stopped to think that nature could be the best pharmacy? Many plants that grow in the backyard, in the vegetable garden, or even in the window vase have healing powers as strong as pharmacy medicines. And the best, without so many side effects. In this text, we will learn about 20 plants that help treat common everyday problems, such as headaches, anxiety, poor digestion, and even colds. These are simple, cheap solutions that are often already within our reach. Let's start by understanding why these plants work. The human body recognizes their natural compounds more easily than substances created in a laboratory. This means that, in many cases, they act faster and with less aggression to the body. For example, if you have insomnia, instead of taking a pill that can make you groggy the next day, you can try chamomile tea, which relaxes you without knocking you down. Or, if you have heartburn, a mint leaf can instantly relieve it, while digestion medicine sometimes takes a while to take effect. Now, let's get to know the 20 plants, one by one, with tips on how to use them and what they are for. You don't need to memorize everything, but keep the ones that best match how you usually feel. So, the next time you have a problem, you can turn to nature first. 1. Chamomile. Everyone has heard of chamomile tea. It is famous for calming and helping you sleep. If you're stressed after a long day or can't fall asleep, drink a cup of tea made from dried chamomile flowers. Additionally, it also helps relieve menstrual cramps and mild stomach pain. It's like a warm hug in the form of a drink. 2. Mint is refreshing and great for digestion. If you've eaten too much and are feeling heavy, some peppermint tea can help ease the bloated feeling. It's also good for motion sickness, especially if you're in a car or boat. Just chew a fresh leaf or drink tea. Another tip: peppermint oil relieves tension headaches. Just put a little bit on your temples and massage. 3. Rosemary. Rosemary is not just used to season food. It is a great stimulant for memory and concentration. If you are studying or working and feel like your mind is tired, smelling a sprig of rosemary or drinking tea can give you a boost. Additionally, it helps improve circulation and relieves muscle pain. A tip: put some rosemary in hot water and make compresses for joint pain. 4. Ginger. Ginger is a superhero against nausea and colds. If you are feeling nauseous, cut a small piece of fresh ginger, peel it and chew it slowly. You can also make tea by grating it a little and putting it in hot water. For colds, ginger helps decongest and soothe the sore throat. It's spicy, but it works as a natural remedy for immunity. 5. Garlic. Garlic is a natural antibiotic. If you're starting to get the flu, eating a raw clove of garlic can help keep the illness from getting worse. It is also good for lowering high blood pressure and reducing cholesterol. Sure, the smell isn't the best, but the benefits are worth it. A tip: if you can't stand the strong taste, you can chop the garlic and mix it with honey. 6. Aloe vera. Aloe vera. Aloe vera is famous for caring for skin and hair, but it also helps from the inside. The clear gel that comes out of the leaf is great for burns and minor cuts. To use, cut the leaf, remove the gel and apply to the skin. You can also drink aloe vera juice to improve digestion and detoxify the body. But be careful, only use the pure gel, without the yellow part of the leaf, which can be toxic. 7. Lemon balm. Lemon balm is another plant that calms. If you are anxious or have a racing heart, a cup of tea can bring calm. It also helps relieve gas and stomach pain. It is an easy plant to grow at home, and the tea has a mild lemon flavor. Perfect to take before bed or after a stressful day. 8. Boldo. Boldo is the natural remedy for those who overindulge in food or drink. If you have that feeling of heaviness in your stomach or heartburn, Boldo tea can help. It helps the liver work better and alleviates poor digestion. But be careful, don't take too much, as it may be too strong for some people. 9. Calendula. Marigold is an orange flower that looks like a small sunflower. It is great for healing wounds and treating skin inflammation. If you've cut yourself or have an irritation, make a homemade ointment with the petals or buy a ready-made cream with calendula. It also helps with minor burns and insect bites. 10. Arnica. Arnica is known to relieve muscle pain and bruises. If you hit your arm or leg and it turned blue, you can apply an arnica tea compress or use an ointment. But be careful, arnica should not be used on open wounds or ingested, as it can be toxic. Only use on the skin, on closed wounds. 11. Basil. Basil isn't just for pizza. It helps relieve headaches, especially those caused by stress. It is also good for digestion and can be used in teas or as a seasoning. Another tip: basil essential oil soothes mosquito bites. Just rub a little on your skin. 12. Sage is a powerful herb for the throat. If you have a sore throat or a hoarse, gargle with sage tea. It also helps improve memory and relieve night sweats, especially in menopausal women. It is easy to find in health food stores. 13. Dandelion is a plant that many people think is a weed, but it is full of benefits. The leaves can be used in salads and help detoxify the liver. Root tea is good for digestion and for those who have fluid retention. It's like a natural detox. 14. Lavender is famous for its relaxing smell, but it also has medicinal properties. Lavender essential oil relieves anxiety and insomnia. Just add a few drops to your pillow or air diffuser. It can also be used in compresses to relieve headaches and minor burns. 15. Nettle is a plant that many people avoid because it causes itching, but it is great for allergies and joint pain. Nettle tea helps reduce inflammation and is rich in iron, good for those with anemia. But be careful, only use dried or cooked leaves, because raw they burn the skin. 16. Guaco is a natural remedy for respiratory problems. If you have a cough or phlegm, homemade guaco syrup can help loosen your chest. It is also good for asthma and bronchitis. You can buy the syrup ready-made or make it at home with the leaves. 17. Lemongrass, also called lemon balm, is great for calming and relieving headaches. The tea has a citrusy taste and is perfect for drinking at night. It also helps reduce fever and relieve muscle pain. It is an easy-to-grow and very versatile plant. 18. Losner wormwood is a bitter plant, but very effective for digestive problems. If you have a poor appetite or poor digestion, wormwood tea can stimulate your stomach. It is also used to treat intestinal worms. But be careful, it should not be used by pregnant women or for a long time, as it may be too strong. 19. Mauve mallow is a gentle plant that helps soothe throat and skin irritations. If you have a dry cough or sore throat, make a tea with the leaves and flowers. It can also be used in compresses to relieve insect bites and skin inflammation. 20. Espinhaera santa is famous for protecting the stomach. If you have gastritis or an ulcer, a tea of it can help relieve pain and inflammation. It is also good for heartburn and poor digestion. It is a common plant in compounding pharmacies and natural product stores. Now that you know these 20 plants, you can start using them in your everyday life. You don't need to replace all your medications at once, but try including some of them when you have mild problems. For example, if you have a headache, instead of taking a pill right away, try mint or basil tea first. If it doesn't improve, then resort to medication. Another important tip: always consult a doctor or a specialist in medicinal plants before using any of them, especially if you already take medication or have a health condition. Some plants may interact with medications or may not be suitable for certain people. It's also good to remember that plants work best when used correctly. There's no point in drinking tea anyway and expecting miracles. For example, chamomile tea needs to be made with hot water, but not boiling, to avoid losing its properties. And grated ginger is stronger than large pieces. Growing some of these plants at home is a great idea. Many of them, such as mint, basil, and rosemary, grow easily in pots. This way, you will always have a natural remedy at hand. In addition to saving money, you know exactly where what you are using comes from, without pesticides or chemicals. Finally, remember that nature is wise, but it is not magical. Plants help, but they don't work miracles alone. A healthy life includes good nutrition, exercise, quality sleep, and stress management. Plants are allies in this process, not the only solution. So the next time you feel a little ache, anxiety, or a cold coming on, give plants a chance. They are there, ready to help us, often costing almost nothing and without filling our bodies with artificial substances. It's like having a live pharmacy in your backyard, waiting to be used. And the best of all is that many of these plants are already part of our daily lives, even if we don't realize it. Who has never had chamomile tea to calm their nerves or used garlic to boost their immune system? These are simple things that our grandmothers already did, and that science today proves that they work. For example, ginger is great for nausea and sore throats. If you're feeling unwell in the car or have that annoying cold, a warm tea with grated ginger and a little honey could be the solution. Aloe vera, or aloe vera, is famous for helping to heal burns and even hydrating the skin. Just cut a leaf, remove the gel and apply where you need it. Another powerful plant is calendula, which many people use in ointments to treat skin irritations, such as diaper rash or mosquito bites. And the Boldo. Almost everyone has heard of it for liver problems or poor digestion after a heavy meal. Boldo tea can relieve that feeling of a full stomach and discomfort. But be careful. Even though they are natural, plants also have their limits. There's no point drinking a lot of lemon balm tea and still sleeping poorly because you spend the night on your cell phone. Or eat a plate full of fried food and think that Boldo will solve everything. They help, but do not replace healthy habits. And there's more. Some plants don't go well with certain medications or health conditions. For example, anyone taking medication for high blood pressure should avoid garlic in large quantities, as it can enhance the effect of the medication. Therefore, it is always good to research or ask a professional before using any plant as a medicine, especially if you already take other medications. The cool thing is that many of these plants can be grown at home, even without having a huge yard. A vase on the kitchen window is enough to have fresh basil to season your food and help with digestion. Or a corner in the bathroom for an aloe plant, which in addition to being useful, also makes the environment more beautiful. And it doesn't have to be complicated. If you've never used plants as medicine, start with something easy, like peppermint tea to relieve gas or a chamomile compress for tired eyes. Over time, you will discover what works best for you and how to incorporate these natural allies into your routine. Nature offers us incredible tools to take care of our health, and we often don't even realize it. Instead of running to the pharmacy at the first pain, how about giving a chance to what the earth already gives us? You might be surprised by the results, and even save a little money in the process. After all, health doesn't have to be expensive to be good. And best of all, these plants are not only effective, but also easy to find. Many of them even grow in small pots, like sage, which in addition to seasoning food, helps soothe sore throats. Just boil some leaves in water, gargle, and that's it. The discomfort immediately subsides. Another plant that cannot be missed is the marigold. It is great for healing wounds, light burns, and even diaper rash. Just make a tea with the petals and apply it with a clean cloth to the affected area. If you have children at home, she is a great help for those little falls that always happen. And who has never suffered from a headache after a stressful day? Rosemary could be the solution. A tea made with its fresh or dried leaves helps to relax and relieve tension. If you prefer, you can even put some leaves in a cloth bag and leave them on your pillow. The mild scent helps to calm you down. The coolest thing is that many of these plants are already part of our daily lives, but we don't always use them to their full potential. Who knew that basil you put on your pizza also helps improve memory and reduce stress? Or that Boldo, so well known for liver problems, can be planted in a small pot in the kitchen? Of course, it is important to remember that plants do not replace a doctor when the problem is serious. But for those everyday discomforts, a cramp, a burning sensation in the stomach, a bad night's sleep, they can be great allies. And the best part, no annoying side effects, like those medicines that make us sleepy or nauseous. Try starting with 1 or 2 plants and see how your body reacts. It could be tea before bed, a compress to relieve muscle pain, or even a bath with herbs to relax. Over time, you will realize that many solutions were right under your nose, or rather, in your garden, in your vegetable garden, or even in your kitchen window. Nature has always had the answers. We just need to learn to listen to it. And the coolest thing is that, in addition to taking care of our health, we connect more with what is simple and natural. How about starting today? Choose a plant, research how to use it, and see how your body will thank you. You might be surprised at the power a handful of leaves has. Here are some practical tips for you to start using these plants in your daily life, without complications. For example, if you suffer from anxiety or have difficulty sleeping, drinking chamomile or passionflower tea before bed can make a huge difference. Just boil some water, add the leaves or flowers, fresh or dried, leave to infuse for about 5 minutes and drink slowly. The flavor is mild and the calming effect comes naturally, without the heaviness that some medications cause. Another easy-to-find plant is mint. It is great for digestion, especially after a heavy meal. If you've eaten too much and are feeling bloated or have heartburn, a mint tea can give you instant relief. Just crush some fresh leaves, put them in hot water and wait a few minutes. In addition to helping the stomach, the smell leaves us feeling more invigorated. For muscle pain or sprains, arnica is one of the best-known plants. You can make a compress with the flowers or use arnica oil, which is sold in health food stores. Just apply it to the painful area and let it act. It's quick relief, without having to take strong medications that sometimes don't even resolve the issue properly. And if you have skin problems, such as pimples or irritations, Rosemary can be a great ally. A tea made from the leaves can be used to wash your face, helping to cleanse and soothe the skin. You can also make a homemade tonic. Boil the leaves in water, strain, and store in the refrigerator. Apply to your face with a cotton pad morning and night. It's simple, cheap, and works better than many expensive products. The cool thing is that many of these plants grow easily in pots or beds. You don't need to have a huge backyard to grow them. A pot of basil on the kitchen window is a start. In addition to using the leaves in food, basil helps relieve headaches and even improves mood. Just chew a few leaves or make some tea when you feel the need. Another plant worth having around is aloe vera, also known as aloe vera. The gel that comes out of the leaves is a holy remedy for burns, minor cuts, and even insect bites. Just cut a leaf, remove the gel and apply it directly to the skin. The feeling of relief is immediate, and healing happens faster than with common ointments. The most important thing is to test it little by little and see what works best for you. Each person reacts differently, so don't be discouraged if a plant doesn't work out the first time. Sometimes, you just need to adjust the amount or how to use it. And remember, plants do not replace a doctor in serious cases, but they can be great allies in everyday life, preventing you from having to resort to medicine all the time. Getting started is simple. Choose a plant that you already know or that you have easy access to, such as mint or chamomile, and try making a tea or a home remedy. Over time, you will gain confidence and discover other options. Nature really offers everything we need. We just need to give it a chance to show its power. How about picking up a leaf today and seeing what happens?